Good morning, everybody. So this is Chemistry 212. The office hours of Chemistry 212, as well as another course, they're going to be 3 to 3:50 p.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We will start office hours as of next week. We will convene here on Tuesday and Thursday, and then there are recitations. Of course, we will not have any recitations next week. I will be informing you when we start recitations, when we are going to start recitations. Now, my office hours, as I said, are on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 3 to 3:50. If you have a conflict, okay, let's wait a little bit. I think everybody was in Chemistry 201. This is Chemistry 212. If you are in Chemistry 212, please come in. Okay, guys, can you please move faster? Take your seats. Let's start. Chemistry 212, not Chemistry 201. It should be around 109 students. Okay, so I'm going to repeat what I just said. The office hours of Chemistry 212 are going to be on on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 3 to 3:50 p.m. If you have a conflict with all 3 hours, please come on Tuesday and talk to me right after the lecture and show me your schedule so that you need to print out your schedule and provide it to me so that I can come up with a special office hour for those who have a conflict with all 3 hours. We will not have any recitation next week because we did not cover any material. Today it's going to be an introductory lecture. We will start lecturing on Tuesday next week. Now, how am I going to get you a grade here? How many of you are taking a class with me for the first time? Nice. Don't worry, everything will be fine. We'll have 3 subjective exams. Every exam will contribute 17% towards your final grade. We will have assignments, online assignments, very easy assignments. Everybody should get the full grade on all assignments. Whether you work alone, open book, a closed book, with a friend, without a friend, it doesn't matter. As long as you take that assignment, they will contribute 9% towards your final grade. And then there will be a final exam, which will contribute 40%. The 3 exams are subjective exams. They're going to be in nicely 500, and they are already set at these dates. The first exam will be on Tuesday, October 13th. It's a little late. Usually, the first exam will be at the beginning of October. This has to do with the material that will be in exam 1. I'll talk about that later. Exam 2 is going to be Wednesday, November 4th, which will be 2 days before the deadline to withdraw from the course. So you have an idea about 34% of your grade as well as the assignment. Then exam 3 is going to be a week before the end of the semester on December 3rd. And the final exam is going to be determined by the registrar's office. Now, the course is a Moodle course. Everything related to the course will be posted on Moodle, including the syllabus, including part of this introductory lecture, as well as the further chapters that we will cover. The text is carrying the 9th edition. The 9th edition was just published. So if you have the 8th edition, it's totally fine. In fact, I will be using the 8th edition. You don't need to take pictures. This is going to be posted on Moodle. I'll be talking about cell phones in a minute and the rules regarding cell phones. If you have the 8th edition, it's totally fine. In fact, the number of sections that I will be using in my lectures, they will be coming from the 8th edition. Very minor changes from the 8th to the 9th edition. Now, what are we going to cover? We're going to cover 10 chapters in Chemistry 212, please. The first chapter is spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is a long chapter. It's the first chapter. It's a hard chapter. I'll be moving very slowly. It's going to take me probably around 4 weeks to finish it, and it's totally fine by me. New concepts we will be covering in this chapter. And when we are done with this chapter, there will be the famous Saturday session that we will run. It's going to be around 4 hours. This is going to be probably a week or around 1 week or 10 days before your before exam 1. In this Saturday session, we will be solving spectroscopy questions. I'll be training you and the recitations on more complicated questions. And it will be the most important session for you to attempt to ace exam 1. We'll talk about that later. Then we will start with the rest of the chapters. Chapter 14, organometallic compounds. And then we go to alcohols, diols, thiols, ethers, epoxide sulfides. You will notice as we go from chapter 15 and beyond that at the end of every chapter there will be a spectroscopic section. Talking, for instance, about the animal of alcohols. Though we have covered it in chapter 13, we will talk about the additional features in the further chapter. Then we go to aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, 19, carboxylic acid derivatives, the most boring chapter of 212. And then we go to chapter 20, which is the most exciting chapter in 212. Enols and enolates, it's going to be also a long chapter. We're going to take our time covering 20 and 21, enol and enolates, and you will see that the enols and enolates will incorporate material, most material from 212 as well as from 211. In fact, in this course, you will repeatedly hear me saying, as we have learned in chemistry 211, and then I will review that material. It is important that you have a solid background in 211, but I will be reviewing most of the material in 211 as we are proceeding with 212. Then we go to amines and phenols. Most of these chapters have been videotaped. In a previous semester, I have videotaped my lectures. I'll be sharing with you the videos on some of these lectures. In fact, the videos of the two most difficult chapters of 212, these are chapters 13 and 20. They are already posted on my channel on YouTube, so you can review them. So not only you will see me lecturing here, practicing, but you will have the chance to go back home and watch the videos of these lectures. Most what I will be covering is videotape. Hopefully I am reproducing what I lectured before. Now there will be, I'll be using Moodle. There will be a lot of tools on Moodle that I will be using. Course announcements, they're going to start as of late this afternoon. I'll be making an announcement about the postings, and as you very well know by now, that when I make an announcement in a few minutes, you will get an automatic email. So I'll be posting the syllabus. I'll be posting a PDF file of this lecture or part of this lecture. Then I will be posting chapter 13. Now, the files are large. Chapter 13 is more than 150 slides, if I remember correctly. Of course, you should not print them one slide per page. Otherwise, you are going to get a mass number of pages in your home. The best way is to print 4 slides per page. There will be questionnaires. There will be forums. Sometimes I will start a forum. We will start with chapter 13. So I will be posting a question. You can solve the question, post your answer. We can start discussion. And if you somebody is going off topic or solving the question in a totally wrong way, I will be making comments. Eventually, we will be solving these forum questions right here. There will be choices. Sometimes I will be asking you to vote on some aspects. Like, for instance, do you want to have in the final exam is going to be multiple choice. Do you want to have 40 questions or 50 questions? I'll give you the chance to choose. Classroom response system. You will be regularly using clickers. I'm not sure if you have used clickers before. Clicker is a small remote control, and that will allow you to enter answers. And during the lecture, I will be using clickers. So I will be covering some concepts, and then I will pop up a multiple choice question. You will solve it. It is anonymous. You enter your answers, and then we can discuss the question and the answers. Sometimes we will have clicker session, so the entire lecture is going to be just clicker session. We're just solving problems, multiple choice questions similar to MCAT questions. There is a Facebook account for all my courses, and the logo as well as the name of the account has been made by one of my students who work on my team. And this is a very active account. I post on it many things related to 11 to 12 teaching activities. For instance, you probably, I'm sure, unless you did not even read the email, you should have received an email 2 days ago from Leila Kni'o about the medical research volunteer program. The same thing, I am making announcements about the MRVP. I made an announcement yesterday, I made another announcement today. We can talk about MRVP probably later. So please go ahead and add this account. When you're done with 212, you can just unfriend whatever, whoever adds it, I just accept. Don't add my personal account. I don't accept on the personal account, you add here. Now, what is the policy? General policy of this course. There will be no makeup final. If you skip the final, you get 0 on it. If you skip the final and you have a medical excuse, you have to provide that medical excuse to me. If I accept that excuse, I will be forwarding it to a special committee, the Student Affairs Committee, that would study that petition, excuse, whatever you want to call it. And if they accept, then I will be granting you a make-up final. If you skip an exam without an excuse, exam 1 or exam 2 or exam 3, you get 0 on it. If you skip and you have a valid excuse that I will accept, then you will not get a make-up. What will happen, the percentage of that exam will be split among the other 2 exams, as is clearly stated in the syllabus. The syllabus is a contract between you and me. I will not break the contract. I will not let you break the contract. Meaning, you cannot come to me and tell me, can you increase the percentage of the homework, of the assignments? I will never do that. 9%, it will remain 9%. Cell phones, pagers, beepers, computers, laptops, whatever any electronic must be shut off when you come to my class starting now. If you look at the phone, I will ask you to leave the room immediately, starting now. If you just look at it, I will ask you to leave the room. I will not let you distract the class. I will not let you distract me. Classes start on time. You will always see me here before 11, 10 to 11, I'm waiting outside. As soon as the professor before me dismisses the class, I will just walk in and set up. I understand today there was some confusion because the rooms were changed, but as of next week, hopefully everybody will be here on time. This course requires a lot of time dedication. You need to be very serious about it. You need to study daily. If you do that and you participate in all the activities that we will do, you will be acing the course, and it's easy to get a 90 on it. If you don't, then it will be hard for you to survive the course or even pass the course. During the semester, you will watch the videos of some of Chemistry 212 lectures. I already mentioned that. Not necessarily all videos. It depends on the material. I have some kind of strategy regarding these videos. Extra lectures might be arranged. We have a lot of material in 212. I do not rush in covering the material. I do not, because I am short on the number of lectures. Let me just speed up giving the lecture so that I am done with the material. I don't do that. I'll take my time. It depends on the material. Sometimes I will be moving much slower. Sometimes I will be moving at a faster pace. It depends on the material that I am covering. For instance, in chapter 19, which I refer to as the boring chapter, I will be moving faster because I will be repeating the same material over and over and over. While in chapters 13 and 20, I will be moving very, very slow. It depends on the material. So how do I make up for taking the time to covering all these lectures by extra lectures? Now, if you do not agree on a time in the evening for an extra lecture, I can bring you at 7 o'clock in the morning, or I can bring you on Saturdays. When we get to that, it's too early to worry about. But there might be extra lectures to cover the material. Now, attendance in lectures and recitations is a must. I will not be taking attendance, but I will know if you skip a lecture. I have good memory when it comes to faces. I have an awful memory when it comes to names. I will not remember your names, but I will remember your faces. If you skip lectures, you will not understand the material as much, even if you watch the videos. It's up to you. Now, we have founded an organic chemistry club a couple of years ago, and as of 2013, we started a very unique service to students, which is called the Organic Clinic. In the Organic Clinic, there are students from the Organic Chemistry Club tutoring students taking Chemistry 208 to 11 to 12, any organic courses for free. These students, they are actually for this particular semester, Anthony Gibran, Omar Aitani, and Omar Najjar. These 3 guys are going to be taking care of the Organic Clinic. These guys have aced Chemistry 211 and Chemistry 212 in previous semesters. So they are very well aware of the material, and they can help you a lot. Which means you can come to my office to ask any questions during office hours, no problem at all. But if you want to have further assistance, or you want to solve some questions, you want to take more time, you're very welcome to take advantage of the Organic Clinic. You just need to be a member of the Organic Chemistry Club. And you can register for that club, and then there will be the president of the Organic Chemistry Club, Victoria Ahmad. You can send her an email. I'll be making an announcement about that on Facebook. And then she can coordinate the time for the clinic. We offer the clinic up to 4 times a week, Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. But you have to schedule the clinic at least 1 day before. Attendance in lectures and recitations is a must. I already mentioned that. Now I'm going to tell you about fun activity that we regularly do. You probably heard of the organic competition. It started in one of my Chemistry 212 lectures, in one of the spring semesters, spring 2009 actually. And when I was using clickers, I actually programmed the clickers so that with a feature that is called fastest responders. Basically, when students are answering, if they get the correct answer, their name will show on the slide. The top fastest teams. The students got so excited when we did this clicker session with the fastest responders, so we came up with the idea to organize an organic competition. It was the first of its kind in the whole world. We did that in 2011 on the occasion of the International Year of Chemistry. And we did it only at the level of Lebanon. We had participants from 60 universities, so 42 teams, 84 students participated. We did the competition in this lecture hall in SLH. We actually used SLH before it was even inaugurated. It was renovated recently at that time. And the room was full. The president, the provost, the director of UNESCO was there, and many other people. It was a big success. Then, based on that, I'm talking to you about it because all of you can participate in the next competition, which I will talk about in a minute. Based on that, we organized another organic competition in 2012, exactly a year later. And now we actually invited students from all countries in the Middle East to participate. We had students, 62 teams, from 11 universities from Iran, Lebanon, Sultanate Oman, Turkey, and United Arab Emirates. And these are the students. So we have 124 students covering the stairs of the main gate. And because we had many more participants, this room is too small. We moved into the largest lecture hall at AUB, and that is Isam Faris Hall. If you end up going to medical school, this is where you are going to take your classes. And students were actively participating. These two ladies, actually, they were part of my organic competition team, and they are now Med 3 students. This is a team from Turkey, and they actually won the first prize during OC2. And there was, we always have some surprises, some nice, we showed that organic chemistry can be fun. There was a flash mob competition, well, dancing competition between hip hop and dabki. And that is also posted on my YouTube channel. Then we did the third organic chemistry competition, and that was in January 28, 2014. Though we had participants to register from 27 universities from 16 countries, but due to the political unrest at that time, we always have political unrest in Lebanon, many international teams, they withdrew from the competition. Still, we had 84 teams, so 168 students participated in the competition from 11 universities from Egypt, Lebanon, Turkey, and United Arab Emirates. And now the stairs are completely full. This is the group picture which we take one day before the competition. There was also a flash mob, but this time flash mob poetry, recited by the famous Hadi Murad. Probably you will hear about him later. These are students participating in the competition. This team is from Turkey, this team from Lebanese University, this team is from American University of Sharjah, Sudanese and Palestinian lady. These two guys are actually brother and sister. He's from AUB, she's from Beirut Arab University. Muhammad is ranked #1 right now in Med 3. And the room was full of energy, full of excitement. And I'm going to show you something very special now. That was played as a surprise during the organic competition, and showing you that organic can be fun.
Where are you guys studying? We have for the organic chemistry competition in a few weeks. Oh, but wait, why are we studying?
Organic chemistry style. Chemistry style. Organic chemistry is pretty friggin' awesome. You can make a lot of compounds that are illegal and troublesome, like cyanide, cocaine, or explosive compounds such as trinitro, toluene, or C4. Now here's what we gon' do. We gon' mix some alkenes with Br2, and then extract the product and distill them too. Doctor told me not to take it, but that's what I shall do. That's what I shall do. The consequence of this is one big iceberg. One big iceberg. None of the students will know what hit them. They'll never know. I need to go. Looks like me to leave this time because I'm so low. Organic chemistry style. Chemistry style. Organic chemistry style. Chemistry style. Hey, cyber essay. Organic chemistry style. Hey, sexy and
What happened?
Okay, no. Chemistry style. Organic chemistry style. Chemistry style. Hey, cyber essay. Organic chemistry style. Hey. out my point and my ambition. I need to find a partner first and scare my competition. Time to go, look for smart opponents. Hey, you over there? You seem like you know one cyclonics and looks like a jet. How about you join gang competition? Sign up over there. Don't get your hopes up too high. You'll never ever beat me, yeah. You'll never beat me, yeah. I still haven't found a partner. What shall I do? I'm pretty screwed. Look at this gorgeous organic industry. It's so hard, so very hard. Shit, every day my partner, I'm gonna win, 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 win. Organic chemistry style. Chemistry style. Organic chemistry style. Chemistry style. Hey, cyclobenzene. Organic chemistry style. Hey, sexy Oh wow, there's one more question now. Baby, focus, we gotta win some now. Be aware, mistakes are not allowed. Wait, I've seen this question, I think I know now. Third, organic chemistry style. Hey, fire reviews win. Organic chemistry style. Hey, sexy backdrop. Organic chemistry style.
The bloopers are now. Most of these students are actually now Med 1, Med 2, and Med 3 at AUB.
Organic chemistry style.
Abdul Hamid is in Australia, in Med 1 also.
Chemistry style.
We refer to him as the crazy guy.
Chemistry is pretty friggin' awesome. You can make a lot of compounds that are legal and troublesome, like cyanide, cocaine, or explosive compounds such as trinitro, toluene, or C4.
This was videotaped by Edward Zakaria, who's in the back. Edward works with us very closely in all activities we do for the organic competition and others. Now, the next competition is the 4th International Organic Chemistry Competition that will be organized on the occasion of the 150th anniversary of AUB and its Faculty of Arts and Sciences. Your generation is a very special generation because you will be able to witness a lot of celebrations in 2016 on the occasion of the 150th anniversary. We're not done yet, guys in the back. And this is going to be organized on May 20, 2016. This is a flyer actually that I distributed in Boston 2 weeks ago, and I gave a talk about the organic competition in the American Chemical Society meeting. And we will be sending posters in the next couple of weeks to 250 universities, inviting people from 250 universities across the globe. You guys can participate. You just need to register with a partner. You don't need to be getting 100 on 211 and 212. You can just participate to have fun. There will be a lot of presents, surprises, or I don't know what. Depends on the team. And there will be 4 prizes this time, since it is the 4th. We're having 4 prizes. The first prize is $1,500 cash. Second one, $1,000. Third, $500, and the fourth, $300. There is probably, you notice a banner on the chemistry department already announcing. This banner is going to be changed later with another banner in the next couple of weeks. There is a website. There will be regular updates about the website, on the website regarding the competition. It is organized under the patronage of the Lebanese National Commission for UNESCO, and we already secured some funding, including USFC yesterday. There is a team of students. Some of them, they are actually sitting in this room. There is a team of students majoring in chemistry, biology, chemical engineering, nutrition, medicine at AUB. In fact, there are also 2 students, medicine at LAU, Med 3 at LAU, and they are part of this team because they were students at AUB, and they still wanted to get involved with the organic competition. This is part of the team. There are some other members who were not present during that meeting. Now, what I'm going to show you right now is something that we posted yesterday around midnight. This is a trailer for the competition that will be shared with all universities, and it was just shared on AUB Facebook page. This is how chemistry lab used to look like. That is actually Muna Talia, who was a member of the team.
Thank you very much. I had no idea how to follow an act like this.
You know, seriously, I often had no difficulty expressing my feelings about things related to me. But today, I am dumbfounded because I had no idea that this is happening at all.
So that's our story. We will start next lecture. On Tuesday, we'll start lecturing, and then we'll have fun, hopefully, during the semester as well as in the organic competition. يعطيكم العافية.